Hello and welcome to my own worst enemy. This is going to be another unboxing, or in this case, it's actually going to be an unwrapping. It is, as you can see, not in a box. This is a little different for me. It's not. It's a well, it is a war game actually, which is kind of surprising. This is from Amarillo Design Bureau. It's you can see here in the corner, Amarillo Design Bureau. It's the Starfleet universe. My first board game was Starfleet Battles, and I it was one of the first. Actually, this is the first edition of Starfleet Battles, the boxed edition. It was a Christmas gift that I received back in, I want to say, '79, and played the heck out of that and loved that game immensely. Still play it to this day. Even Federation Commander, I have that now, and I'm kind of just now getting back into some of that, and so never lost interest in the Starfleet universe. But recently, this came to my attention. This is Starfleet Marines, and it's a tactical game set in the Starfleet universe. This has been out since 2013. I didn't know it existed until recently, when Amarillo Design Bureau decided to post some. I think there was a PDF of some of the counters that are in these modules. They decided to post those on Wargamer Vault, and I got an email stating that they had done that because I purchased some other PDFs from Amarillo Design Bureau in the past. And when I saw it, it was just the icons, and I thought, well, wait a minute, this looks like a tactical war game set in the Starfleet universe. I've got to check this out. And so I did some research and found out that there are actually two of these modules. This is the first one. This is Starfleet Marines Module 1 Assault. And there is a second module, Starfleet Marines Module 2 Last Stand. Now, these are standalone games. They're standalone modules. I believe the second one does add a different race or two than what was not included with the first module. So if you have the first one, you're probably going to want to get the second one. And I think they only ever published two of these modules. But so I thought, they weren't that expensive. I want to say they're around $20 each. I'm not sure how much longer these are going to be in print. If you have any interest in getting this, you may want to jump now, like I did. Like I said, I didn't even know it was out there. But so I thought, oh heck, I love the Starfleet universe. I love Starfleet Battles. So let's take a look and see what we get. So starting with, this is the first module. We will take a quick look here on the back of this. It says, what does it say? It's just some text here about narrative text about the Klingons attacking or something or other. But it says here that Starfleet Marines brings the Starfleet universe down to new, dirtier, and bloodier level. Starships may be fighting hundreds of cliques overhead, but only the Marines can force the Klingons and Romulans to climb out of their foxholes and sign a peace treaty. So, this is a complete self-contained game, so everything you need to play this game is in this little module. Has a full-color map, 22 by 25.5, 560 die-cut playing pieces, rules and scenarios. So, let's take a look inside here and see what we have. I'm going to crack this thing open off screen because it's sealed in plastic, and we will break this open and take a look. If I can gently, well, maybe not so gently, but if I can get this plastic off of here. So here we go. All right. Well, we open it right up into, and it looks like this little cover is, this is kind of typical if you've ever bought anything from Amarillo Design Bureau. They do kind of tend to put a little, almost like a folder as the cover that contains all the material inside. So we have, right off the bat, we have counters. Now these are the half-inch counters, it looks like, and it's pretty standard for the Starfleet Battles universe. They're nice looking counters. They're not very detailed though. I just see, I'm assuming this would be the Federation Marines. You've got a silhouette of what looks to be a Marine and just an M. I don't see any indication of, attack modifiers, defense, movement points, any of that stuff on here. So that kind of strikes me as a bit unusual. Looks like there's some And from my knowledge of the Starfleet universe, so the counters with white would be the Klingons. This would be the Romulans. Where's my little pointer at? It's much easier than my finger. This is, oh my gosh, the yellow and green. I think that's the Lyrans, I think. And this would be, I guess, more Federation stuff. I don't know. There's some gray. There's some civilians in this game, too. So you can see here, there are civilian markers. So you're going to have turrets. You're going to have buildings and transports and those kinds of things. And they are not double-sided counters. So, wow, I'm really surprised that with the counters having such little information, or maybe I shouldn't be surprised there's nothing on the back, but I'm kind of wondering how that's going to work. So let's keep going. We'll check out, see if there's anything else in here. It feels like there's more counters. Yeah, so there are. And so these are more counters. It looks like an identical counter sheet. Is this a duplicate sheet? Sure looks like it to me. Let's see if I can get both of these on screen. I can almost get them both on screen. There we go. Yeah, this looks like a duplicate counter sheet. So, interesting. And this appears to be maybe some player's aids. Well, that's a really zoomed in map of, looks like a base. So get this up on screen so everybody can see it here. I'm not sure what this is about. Maybe this is a scenario. Maybe it's a tutorial. I don't know. There you can see 2012 is when I guess this game might have first come out. Here's a combat table. And it looks like there's your range. So I don't really know how this is going to work. There's kills, there's stuns, and there's misses. Of course you're going to have stuns in the Starfleet universe. Sequence of play. Some terrain types here. There's terrain effects on different types of units. So you have tracked units, hover units, wheeled units. Then there's some covers and basic infantry. So those aren't double-sided either. Take a quick look at the rulebook here. This is a typical, if you've ever played Starfleet Battles, this is a typical looking rulebook from that universe. So, yep, the old classic. You know, you have the letter and the number ruling system, and you know, L21. To me, this is legalese almost the way that Amarillo Design Bureau does their rules. They're very detailed. Starfleet Battles is known to be a very well, if complex is the right word, maybe it is. There's a lot of rules, a lot of moving parts to that game. So this rule book is on par with that. Like I said, if you played Starfleet Battles, you're going to be right at home here. And in fact, it looks like you could combine this game with Starfleet Battles or Federation Commander if you wanted to, which is interesting. So nothing special about the rulebook, like I said. It's just black and white, not a lot of pictures, mostly text, very legalese. There's that combat table again that we looked at. And here's the map. And I'll tell you what, of all the components that I have looked at so far, this looks to be the best by far in this game. Let's see if I can flip this around and get it on the table here. Oh wow, yeah, this is really nice. This is a nice map. This is nicer than some of the wargame maps that I own. You can really see, I love the way that the elevations here, these are obviously higher elevations. So you've got the lighter brown is the first level of elevation, and this darker brown is the even higher than that, so maybe level 2 elevation. But if you look at the map, it's just instantly, boom, boom, you can see those elevations. Really nice. Really, really nice map. Here's some buildings, maybe a colony of some sort. There's some water. I'm guessing this would be fields or farmlands or something. I don't know. Beautiful map, though. Surprisingly, like I said, considering the counters and the rest of this stuff, this is a beautiful map. And it is only one-sided. It's not a double-sided map. So, well, I really, really do like the map. So that is, that's module number 1. So let's take a quick look at module number 2. And I'm going to, off camera, open up the plastic here. Partly on camera, so you can see that I'm not actually doing sound effects in the background. I don't know why you would think that. I really don't. So I'm going to set this off to the side. Now this is module number 2. And we'll just open it right up. So right off we can see more counters, and these are different, definitely different. And it said it's a standalone game. I bet we see that same counter sheet, or do we? No, maybe we don't. So I'm wondering how this would be a standalone game, because I don't see, unless they're hidden in this map. It looks like we get another beautiful map. So let's hang on, we'll look at that in a second. So if this is a standalone game, I'm not really, it looks like you only get 2 opposing parties in this standalone game. You still have civilians, not double-sided. I think the green, I want to say this is the Gorn, I believe, from Starfleet Battles, and oh my goodness, don't know who the orange would be, unless it's the ISC. I never really played with the ISC in Starfleet Battles. Of course, like any good Star Trek fan, I create my own lore, and the ISC was a bit too much for me. Yeah, I don't know. You can certainly use the counters that came in Module 1 with this game, but I don't know. I'm surprised there's not a duplicate counter set of that for this module if it's a standalone game. But anyway, same combat table, same sequence of play. Well, that's a little different. Anti-ship weapons battery, so maybe this adds something new to the module, the game that the first one didn't have. So that's interesting. Let's set this aside, and this, of course, it's the rules, the same rule book. Well, the same style of rule book. Actually, I think it is the exact same rule book as the first one. So we can go back and pull out that rule book and see. Let's take a quick look. I would think that they would be identical, but they're not quite identical. They do, there's module 1, there's module 2, so we flip open to a random page. Yeah, they are different, so that they are definitely not the same. So I'm kind of surprised they would call this one a standalone module and not include those other counter sheets. And then finally, we have another map. Let's open up this one, and again, it's that same really nice artwork. Really, really beautiful artwork. Again, you have the mountains. You can tell the elevations right off. Here, there's even more elevation. So you would have a 1, a 2, and a 3. And again, looking, and I wish a lot of war game maps would do this, a better job of this. I mean, you can just look at the map and tell immediately the elevations. So it's very easy to do on this map. And then just some more terrain, roads, whatever passes for roads in the Starfleet universe. It looks like there's a base here, and it looks like, in addition to having raised terrain, raised elevation, this looks like a pit almost. So it looks like you're coming down into a lower elevation. And again, I was able to tell that just by glancing at the map. I don't know if there's a terrain key. I don't see one on the map, but that's definitely, to me, lower elevation. So easy job of seeing what the elevations are. And so, all right, well, that's all I wanted to show you. I just wanted to do this quick unwrapping, not an unboxing, because there was no box. This is Starfleet Marines modules 1 and 2. Let's grab the other one here. Module 1 and 2. Let's center that a little bit better. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to giving this a try. I will definitely, I will do so. I will post it here on the channel. So we will see what a tactical game in the Starfleet universe is actually like. That should be really, really interesting. So, thank you for watching.